Around the world, many large EPC contractors or large engineering firms are working on their steps towards digital transformation. And every single one of those firms see tremendous improvements on their productivity, their collaboration, their transparency and communication, both internally and externally, and in the end, their bottom line, the profitability of the organization. Maybe you're working for a smaller engineering firm, or your organization is actually struggling on how to do this digital transformation, or it all seems very overwhelming. Or maybe your organization lacks that very big IT expertise. Maybe you're unsure on where to begin and how to all put this together. But here's the thing, it's actually not as complex as it might seem. To be honest, there's nothing more impactful to your organization than having the data-driven mindset to see remarkable results in your organization and in your projects. And that's why in this video, I'm going to explain how to build that data-driven mindset in your organization and how to start building the tools and technologies that will bring these benefits. Before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Matei, and for years I've been working in the engineering and EPC industry, particularly focusing on data-driven initiatives and developments in those organizations. And I have seen firsthand how data-driven mindset can revolutionize the results of your projects, improve the collaboration, and basically make your projects go so much smoother. And in the end, of course, this also means increasing the profit for your organization. All right, so in a nutshell, what does it take to become data-driven? Well, the first and most important part is the mindset. I mentioned it before. It's that mindset, the willingness to change, to let go of existing work processes, existing procedures, the way that we have been working for many years or even decades. Let go of that and try to embrace a very different way of working. Have the data-driven mindset. That means embracing change in your organizations. Maybe your organization and the people working there have been used to certain work practices. There are procedures that are written almost like they're carved in stone, and we cannot make easily changes to that. Well, if you really want to build that data-driven mindset, you have to let go of old ways of working and basically embrace this change as an organization as a whole. And you will see that even with a few simple tips and tricks, you're able to see big differences in your organization. The second thing is you need to collect the data. Maybe you already have different kinds of data systems and technologies. Then let's start gathering that information. Let's put it all together in a central data repository and connect that data. When you connect that data, you can actually build the visualizations and intelligence on top of that. But maybe you're a small firm and you do not have this significant database or cloud-based systems. Maybe you only have a local drive, a local server, or heck, maybe you're just emailing Excel sheets to each other to try and communicate. Well, then we have a little bit more work to do. But actually, the good thing is, if you are starting from scratch or almost scratch, I can teach you exactly how to do this step by step and get that data-driven technology, this central data repository, as a core in your organization. And then building on top of this core, you can build visualizations, data analytics, and if you take it to the extreme, you can do automatic forecasting. And then as a third step, you want to visualize that data and start making data-driven decisions on your projects. There's different ways how you can visualize that data. There's even a very basic approach that everybody is familiar with, and that is Excel. So instead of relying on stories and I did that and I cannot do that and stuff like that, you actually are presented with facts based on the data gathered directly from the system. Now, when these facts are presented, project management or team leaders or whoever can then make a decision based on those presented facts. Or if you already have these systems in place, you can go next level and make the systems give a recommendation for you. So based on fact 1 and fact 2, the system analyzes that, well, then maybe it's a good idea to start working on this activity or that activity. Or maybe when you gather all this information, it can actually generate a forecast for you, making your organization much more predictable and reliable. Not only when you make estimates, proposals, bids, but actually throughout the duration of your project. You continuously have a system that, much like a navigation system that continuously tells you your estimated time of arrival, the project dashboard will continuously tell you your overall amount of hours you are going to spend, the total cost of the project, maybe the total quantities of the project, and the total duration, based on everyday facts that it can gather. So with that, we have covered the three main components of starting to build a data-driven mindset in the organization. Number one, the willingness to change. Number two, gathering and collecting the data. And number three, building the data analytic tools and visualizations to start making data-driven decisions in your projects. All right, that's it for this video. If you like this content about data-driven engineering and project management practices, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see in the next video.